Hello dear aspirants, welcome to Epitome IAS. So we are going to see the current affairs of this particular exam. So the first question is, which of the following statements about National Food Security Act 2013 NFSA is or are correct? Statement A, it provides coverage up to 75% of total rural population. Statement B, it covers the two categories of beneficiary, that is Antodaya Anna Yojana households and the priority households. Then statement 3, pregnant women and lactating mothers are not entitled to get a free meal at the local Anganwadi centers as well as the maternity benefits. So if you see, there is another statement, it includes only midday meal schemes. So the correct answer would be statement A and D only. So the next question, which of the following statements about the objectives of Pradhan Mantri Anusuchit Jati Abhyudhay Yojana PM Ajay are correct? Statement A, to improve socio-economic development indicators by ensuring adequate infrastructure and requisite services in the SC dominated villages. Statement B, to increase literacy and encourage enrollment of SCs in school and higher educational institution with residential families. Statement 3, to reduce poverty of the SC communities by generating additional employment opportunities through skill development. Statement D, it is a merged scheme of three centrally sponsored yojanas, namely Pradhan Mantri Abhyuday Gram Yojana, Babu Jagjeevan Ram Chhatravas Yojana and Atal Vayo Abhyudhay Yojana. So the correct answer would be A, B, C, D. All the statements are correct. So the next question, which ministry inaugurated Garima Grey, a shelter home for transgender persons? Statement A, that is option A, that is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So the correct answer is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So the next question, this is a match the following. Here they have given the names of the health missions and here the launching year. So National Rural Health Mission, National Ayush Mission, National Mission on Medicinal Plants, National Health Protection Mission. So the answer would be the National Rural Mission, that is of 2005, and the National Ayush Mission is 2015. The National Mission on Medicinal Plants, that is 2008, and the National Health Protection Mission is 2018. So the correct answer would be A3, B4, C2 and D1. So the next question is, which of the following is or are true in relation to Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana of 2016 to 2020? So statement A is, it is a grant based scheme providing free of cost skill development, training and certification. Statement B, it had two components known as centrally sponsored, centrally managed and state sponsored, state managed. Statement C, it provided skill development training to school, college dropouts and unemployed youth. Statement D, it initiated a process of creating a registry of skills. So all these statements are correct. So the correct answer is A, B, C, D. So the next question is, which of the following measures did the second Administrative Reforms Commission suggest in its report to ensure ethics in governance? Statement A, liability of corrupt public servants to pay damages. Statement B, protecting whistleblowers. Statement C, continuation of discretionary funds at the disposal of legislators. Statement D, restoring Official Secrets Act. So the correct answer would be statement A, and statement B is correct. So the correct answer is A and B only. So if you see, the next question is, which of the following statements in relation to Swadhar Grey scheme are true? Statement A, it is meant for tribal women. Statement B, it is funded by union and state governments. Statement C, it builds houses for women. And statement D, that it provides legal aid and guidance to the women. So the correct answer would be B and D. So the next question is, which of the following schemes provisions are specifically meant for socio-economic development of tribal scheduled tribes? Statement A, PM Adi Adarsh Gram Yojana. Statement B, grants under Article 275(1) of the Constitution. Statement C, PM Janjatiya Vikas Mission. Statement D, Atal Vayo Abhyuday Yojana. So the answer is A, B and C only. A, B, C is the correct answer. So if you see the next question, which of the following schemes is aimed at promoting chemical free farming? That is Bharatiya Prakrit Krishi Paddhati. This is the correct answer. So the next question, according to the household consumption expenditure survey of 2022 and 2023, which of the following statements are true? Statement A, Chhattisgarh has the lowest rural and urban monthly per capita expenditure. Statement B, rural urban difference in average MPCE is lowest in Meghalaya. And statement C is Sikkim has the highest rural and urban MPCE. And statement D is Chandigarh has the lowest MPCE in the urban area. So the correct answer is A and C. A and C only. So the next question, which of the following statements related to interim union budget of 2024-2025 are true? Statement A, in the total outlay of the union budget, the share of gender budget is more than 6%. Statement B, estimated fiscal deficit is more than 5% of the gross domestic product. Statement C, tax receipts are estimated at least less than 25 lakh crore rupees. Statement D, the increase in gender budget allocation is 20% more in 2024-2025 budget as compared to the budget estimates of 2023 and 2024. So the correct answer is statement A and statement B. A and B only. So the next question, which one of the following statements are true about the progress of Sustainable Development Goals 2, that is SDG 2? Statement A, the world is not on track to achieve zero hunger target by 2030. Statement B, burden of malnutrition in all its form remains a challenge. So the correct answer would be both A and B. It's the correct answer. If you see the next question, which of the following statements are true in relation to 5-year plans of India? Statement A, one of the main objective of the 5th 5-year plan was removal of poverty. Statement 2, to achieve growth with stability was one of the objectives of the 4th 5-year plan. Statement C, the focus of 7th plan was on food, work and productivity. Statement D, the main objective of 9th plan was to achieve inclusive growth. So the correct answer is option A, B, C. A, B, C is the correct answer. So the next question, consider the following statements. Statement A, a well-known Indian statistician, P.C. Mahalanobis, is greatly popular for introducing the method of samplings. Statement B, Meghnad Saha was a geographer best known for his development of Saha equation used to describe physical conditions in geography? So the correct answer is only A. So the next question is, arrange the names of the following Nobel laureates in chronological order of their receiving the prizes. So the answer would be, so the option given here are Venkatraman Ramakrishnan, option B, that is Subramanian Chandrasekhar, C. V. Raman, and D. Hargobind Khorana. So the correct answer would be C, D, B, and A. So CDBA is the correct answer. So the next question, Jal Jeevan Mission is a Government of India program. Which of the following statements are correct about Jal Jeevan Mission? Statement A, Har Ghar Jal initiative was launched in 2019. Statement B, Goa became the first certified Har Ghar Jal state in August 2022. Statement C, Har Ghar Jal initiative is set to provide all rural households with safe drinking water through taps by 2025. Statement D, more than 73.7 percentage households are reported to have tap water supply as on 31/2024. So the correct answer would be A, B, and D. ABD is the correct answer. So the next question, which of the following organization has jurisdiction over the connection on convection convention on prevention and punishment of crime of genocide 1948, also known as Genocide Convention? So the correct answer would be International Court of Justice. So the next question, arrange the following BIMSTEC secretaries general in chronological order. So the correct answer would be A, D, C, B. A, D, C, B. Then which of the following statements about the United Nations are correct? Statement A, the United Nations has 6 principal organs. Statement B, the General Assembly is composed of representatives from all members state, each of which has equal vote. Statement C, the International Criminal Court, being an organ of UN, settles disputes between the nations. Statement D, the main function of UN Economic Social Council is facilitating discussion and policy recommendation for the world's economic and social issues. So the correct answer is A, B, and D. So the next question, consider the following statements in order to Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. Statement A, it is a global infrastructure project that was developed and launched by China in 2013. Statement B, it is aimed at strengthening China's soft power in Asia, Africa, Europe by establishing land and sea routes. So the correct answer is both A and B are correct. Then if you see the next question, which of the following is marked by Bandung Conference of 1955? Statement number 1, Declaration on Establishment of New International Economic Order. Then statement 2, Panchsheel Agreement between India and China. Statement C, that is the beginning of non-alignment movement. Then statement 4, the formation of ASEAN. So the correct answer is beginning of non-alignment movement. So if you see the next question is match the following 2023 Nobel Prizes. The name of the person and the subject or the field is given. So John Fosse, Nargis Mohammadi, Alekesi Yekimo, and Fernek Kraus. So the correct answer would be A is related to 4, literature, B is related to peace, and C is related to chemistry, and D is related to physics. So the correct answer is A4, B3, C2, and D1. So the next question, who was appointed as national icon for voter awareness and education for the Election Commission of India in October 2023? The correct answer is Rajkumar Rao. So the next question is match the following. So they have given the awardees, name of the awardees and the language related. So Vijay Verma is related to Dogri, Arun Rajan Mishra is related to Sanskrit, and Mansoor Banihal is related to Kashmiri, and Vinod Joshi is related to Gujarati. So the correct answer is A4, B1, C2 and D3. So the next question is, who amongst the following were appointed as commissioners of India in March 2023? 2024. So the correct answer is B and C, that is Gyanish Kumar and Sukhbir Singh Sandhu. So the next question, match the following. We have the sports person and the sports related to them. So Praveen Jadhav is related to archery. Then we have Singraj Adana who is related to shooting, and we have Aryan Davande, he is related to gymnastic, and J Srimati is related to cycling. So the correct answer is A3, B5, C2 and D1. Next question, arrange the following sectors or item in ascending order based on proposed allocation in crores to these sectors or items in Telangana state vote on account budget for financial year 2024-2025 presented to the state legislature on 10th February 2024. So statement A, SC welfare, B capital expenditure, C education, D medicinal and health, medical and health. So the correct answer would be B, A, C, D. B, A, C and D. So the next question, which of the following two countries conducted the joint military exercise Sada Tansik on January-February 2024? So first option is Pakistan and Tanzania. Second option is Iran and Kazakhstan. Third option is India and Afghanistan. Fourth option is India and Saudi Arabia. So the correct answer is India and Saudi Arabia. So the next question, in which country was the Conference of Parties COP26 held? Australia, Egypt, Glasgow, UK, Saudi Arabia. So the correct answer is Glasgow, UK. Next question, who among the following from Telangana state was conferred Padma Shri Award for the year 2024 in the field of literature and education? So the correct answer is Ketabat Somlal. Then the next question, which country hosted the 8th International Maritime Security Conference 2023? So the correct answer would be Singapore. So thank you students. That's all for today. Thank you.